the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falkor Bay. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And up against him, it's Larry Holmes. One of the all-time great heavyweights tipping the scales at 213 pounds.
Todd, this is well...
Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart. Eastern assassin Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
You're out in the open. There's the breeze, but there's the sun. When you're moving and when you're under pressure, it's a lot to take in.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't score with that jab. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
A perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell to start round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Back and forth they go. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Blocks that jab. And he scores with the counter. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no... There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punching. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nope, that hook won't score. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't find a home for that jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Nice punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the 4th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You're not going to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with that jab. Well, the instant assassin in some trouble here. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominant.
There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Don't get trigger happy because all the...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Down goes Larry Holmes. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
That counter punch caught him clean. Misses with the straight left. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Straight right, just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. In that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Relax. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. A6.
Let's start the 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Counter shot lands. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Halfway through the round. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the guns took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold that thought. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Swing and a miss with that jab. We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Sky, you must, that's it.
Here comes round 7. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Stamina is off the charts. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Good counter punch. Right jab just misses. You believe what we are seeing. Perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't land that jab. Punch, counter punch. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Well, it's go back to...